Hey Dodgers fans, let's dive right in because what we witnessed in Game 1 of the National League Championship Series was absolutely electric, a night that will be remembered for a long time. The Dodgers managed to edge out the Brewers 2-1, but the story of the night was clearly on the mound. Blake Snell was nothing short of phenomenal, delivering a performance that fans will talk about for years. He pitched 8 innings, allowed only 1 hit, struck out 10 batters, and walked none. 17 batters in a row retired, and he did it all with an almost eerie calm, the kind of composure that makes you forget the intensity of postseason baseball. From the very first inning, it was clear he was locked in, and even as the game progressed, he never wavered. His command, his velocity, his presence on the mound, it was on a level that makes you appreciate just how extraordinary elite pitching can be. Watching him, you couldn't help but be reminded of why teams invest so heavily in their aces. Now, of course, there's the discussion about why Snell didn't finish the game. He had thrown just over 100 pitches, and by most standards, he was still in control, still dominating. It's one of those debates that highlights the modern approach to pitcher management, protecting arms, thinking ahead to future games, ensuring that your top talent is available later in a series or for the World Series. But when you see a pitcher performing at that level, facing the minimum through 8 innings, the question naturally arises, why pull him now? Every time a bullpen gate opens, there's uncertainty, a chance that the rhythm of a game can shift, but on that night, Snell had eliminated uncertainty entirely. He was setting hitters down one after another, and there was a sense that the game could have been completely sealed if he had stayed out there. Even so, the decision was made with a long-term picture in mind. The Dodgers wanted him available for potential later games, and while fans might wish otherwise, the strategy behind it makes sense in a larger postseason context. Still, seeing the bullpen come in after Snell was an interesting moment. Roki Sasaki stepped onto the mound, and while he has shown remarkable ability in relief work, the confidence level naturally doesn't match that of a starter who has just delivered a historic performance. There's always that edge of unpredictability. One pitch can change the entire outcome of a game, and Sasaki had to navigate that tension. He was sharp enough to manage the situation, but the stakes were clear. The Dodgers were lucky in certain moments, and while the final score reflects a victory, the stress of that final inning demonstrates just how much postseason baseball is a mental game as much as a physical one. Let's talk about the historical significance of Snell's outing, because it truly was historic. He became the first pitcher in Major League Baseball postseason history to throw 8 or more innings while allowing no more than 1 hit, walking none, and striking out 10 or more batters. To achieve that in a game with so much on the line is astounding. Comparisons to legendary performances, stretching back to the likes of Don Larson's perfect game in 1956, illustrate just how rare this accomplishment is. For nearly 70 years, no one had matched the precision, control, and dominance that Snell displayed. This is a performance that will be replayed, studied, and remembered, a moment when a pitcher simply owned the night. But beyond Snell, the game also highlighted the challenges and nuances of postseason baseball. Defensive plays, base running decisions, and split-second reactions all contributed to the outcome. The Brewers played exceptional defense, including a double play that could easily be called one of the strangest and most impressive we've seen in postseason history. The timing, the coordination, and the athleticism required to execute such a play under immense pressure was remarkable. And while the Dodgers' bats only managed to put up 2 runs, that doesn't diminish their effectiveness. They did what they needed to do to support their ace. And in postseason baseball, timing, situational hitting, and the ability to capitalize on opportunities often outweigh raw statistics. The tension in the later innings cannot be overstated. With runners on base, each pitch carried enormous weight. The mental fortitude required for both pitchers and hitters in those moments is immense. Every movement, every glance, every adjustment matters. Baseball is a game of inches, and in postseason settings, it becomes a game of milliseconds, decisions, and precision. Even small lapses or unexpected plays can have outsized consequences, and the Dodgers experienced that firsthand. There were moments when a single swing, a single misstep, or a split-second reaction could have shifted momentum entirely. Yet the team managed to navigate the stress and secure the win. Snell's performance also underscores the physical demands on pitchers, especially in postseason contexts. He spent a significant portion of the season on the injured list with left shoulder inflammation, making this outing even more impressive. Managing pitch counts, ensuring stamina over multiple innings, and maintaining velocity and control under pressure is no small feat when a pitcher like Snell can execute at such a high level. It not only provides immediate benefits in the game at hand, but also boosts confidence across the team, creating momentum that can carry through a series. His ability to repeat peak performances in high-stakes environments is precisely why he was entrusted with such responsibility, and why the Dodgers continue to rely on his talent in critical situations. The broader impact on the team is also worth noting. Taking Game 1 on the road gives the Dodgers a psychological edge. It shifts momentum, places pressure on the opposition, and reinforces the notion that this team can thrive under postseason conditions. Even though only 2 runs were scored, those runs came at the right time, and, combined with Snell's pitching, they established a foundation for success moving forward. Every decision, every pitch, and every defensive play contributed to a complex narrative where timing, execution, and strategy intersect. Fans watching at home could feel the intensity, the stakes, and the drama of it all. And that's what makes postseason baseball so compelling. In addition to the pitching, the nuances of individual performances highlight the depth of talent on the roster. Young pitchers showed flashes of brilliance, and veteran players demonstrated poise under pressure. Even in moments of uncertainty, the team's composure and adaptability were evident. Baseball is a sport where momentum can swing in an instant, and the ability to manage those swings, to maintain focus and discipline, separates the contenders from the rest. The Dodgers exhibited all of these qualities, and while there were moments that tested the bullpen, the team navigated them effectively, reinforcing confidence in both players and strategy. Throughout the game, historical context, statistical milestones, and on-field execution blended into a narrative that was unforgettable. Snell's dominance, the timely hitting, the defensive heroics, and the high-pressure situations created a game that exemplifies the essence of playoff baseball. Fans witnessed a combination of skill, strategy, and sheer determination, all culminating in a hard-fought victory that sets the tone for the rest of the series. It's nights like this that remind us why we love the game. The unpredictability, the drama, the historic performances, and the stories that unfold in every pitch, every swing, and every play. Now, moving beyond the mound, let's talk about the bats, because even though Blake Snell stole the show, the offense still played a pivotal role in Game 1. Scoring only 2 runs might make some question the lineup, but context is everything. The Brewers' defense was outstanding, including plays that were both athletic and, in some cases, nearly impossible to anticipate. That double play in the 4th inning, where the ball ricocheted off multiple gloves before ending the inning, was a prime example of how baseball at this level is as much about split-second decisions as raw talent. It could have completely shifted the momentum early on, yet the Dodgers adapted and kept their focus. Timing and execution in such moments can make the difference between a single-run deficit and a comfortable lead, and the Dodgers hitters navigated those challenges effectively, even if the scoreboard didn't fully reflect their efforts. The way the Dodgers approached each at-bat showed patience and strategy. They worked the count, forced the Brewers' pitchers to throw pitches they didn't want to, and capitalized on mistakes. Even with a quiet night offensively, the hitters were able to get on base at crucial moments, set the stage for scoring opportunities, and support their ace in a way that few teams manage to do in postseason baseball. Baseball is often a game of inches, but in the playoffs, those inches compound into tension-filled moments where one decision can change everything. That's exactly what happened when the bases were loaded and a defensive play turned into a double play. It wasn't just a defensive gem by the Brewers. It was also a scenario that tested the Dodgers' composure and ability to respond under pressure. And respond they did, maintaining focus and pushing through, demonstrating why they are contenders. Looking at the individual performances, it's impossible to overlook the bullpen. After Snell exited, Roki Sasaki entered in a situation that required both control and mental toughness. The difference between starting and relieving in postseason baseball is enormous, and while Sasaki has proven capable in relief work, the magnitude of the moment adds a layer of stress. Every pitch matters, and the margin for error disappears completely. Sasaki faced runners in scoring position, and each delivery carried the potential to change the game's outcome. It was a delicate balance of executing pitches, maintaining composure, and keeping the opposition off balance. Even with minor struggles, the bullpen managed to preserve the lead, highlighting the importance of depth and preparation in a series where each inning is magnified. Another aspect worth highlighting is the Dodgers' adaptability in high-pressure situations. Postseason baseball demands constant adjustments. Pitchers have to read hitters, hitters have to anticipate pitchers, and fielders must make instantaneous decisions. The Dodgers showed the ability to adjust on the fly, whether it was shifting defensive positioning, altering pitch sequences, or managing base-running risks. Even the smallest decisions, like when to advance a runner or when to hold, carry immense weight. The ability to make the right choice in those fleeting moments separates playoff-caliber teams from the rest. Last night, the Dodgers consistently made the right calls, and when minor mistakes occurred, veteran leadership and team chemistry mitigated potential consequences. The historical weight of certain plays cannot be overstated. Baseball is a sport deeply rooted in statistics, records, and firsts, and Game 1 of the NLCS provided multiple moments to etch into history. From Snell's dominant performance to unusual defensive sequences, the game reminded fans why postseason baseball feels different. Every pitch, every swing, every step on the base paths carries significance. The Dodgers not only participated in history, they helped shape it with a combination of preparation, talent, and determination. These moments are why fans watch, why analysts dissect every move, and why the sport continues to captivate audiences around the world. One of the key takeaways from last night is the Dodgers' ability to thrive under pressure. Even when situations seemed tense, runners on base, tight scorelines, and critical innings, the team displayed poise and resilience. This mental strength is as crucial as athletic ability in postseason play. Baseball is often unpredictable, and momentum can shift in the blink of an eye. What the Dodgers demonstrated is the combination of strategic awareness, individual skill, and collective focus that enables a team to navigate these swings and maintain control. Whether it was executing defensive plays, maintaining pitching dominance, or managing situational hitting, the team's composure underlined why they are legitimate contenders. Defensively, the Dodgers had moments of brilliance paired with a few challenges, yet the way they handled each situation highlighted preparation and awareness. Split-second reactions, communication, and anticipation all came into play. Postseason defense is often undervalued, but it has a direct impact on outcomes, and the Dodgers' ability to limit damage in critical situations was a testament to their focus and cohesion. Fielding under pressure, especially against a disciplined opponent like the Brewers, requires mental sharpness as much as physical skill. The combination of athleticism and awareness allowed them to navigate moments that could have dramatically shifted the game. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Whispers are swirling through the baseball world, and if they prove true, the Los Angeles Dodgers may have just pulled off the biggest pitching move of the offseason. According to several clubhouse insiders, the team is finalizing a blockbuster deal to bring Seattle Mariners right-hander Logan Gilbert to Chavez Ravine, a move that would instantly reshape the Dodgers' rotation and perhaps the balance of power in the National League. While neither organization has confirmed the trade, sources close to the situation describe the negotiations as advanced, with only minor details separating both sides from an announcement. Gilbert, 27, has quietly built a reputation as one of the most reliable young starters in baseball, durable, composed, and capable of overpowering hitters with his crisp fastball and late-breaking slider. If this rumor solidifies, the Dodgers could be locking down an arm that combines youth, control, and top-tier production. The trifecta every front office dreams of. Inside Dodger Stadium, the mood is reportedly electric. One player, speaking off the record, described the potential move as a statement, not just for 2025, but for the next 5 years. That statement is clear. Los Angeles isn't satisfied with being perennial contenders. They want complete dominance. Gilbert's arrival would place him at the top of a rotation already stacked with talent, joining the likes of Tyler Glasnow and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, forming what some analysts are already calling a nightmare trio for opposing hitters. For the Mariners, the possible trade signals a shift, perhaps an acknowledgement that their window to contend is narrowing, or that they're retooling with an eye toward the future. Names haven't been confirmed, but speculation suggests a package heavy with top Dodgers prospects, potentially including a mix of young pitching and high-upside bats. Still, nothing is official yet. In the high-stakes chess game of Major League Baseball, even the most convincing whispers can dissolve overnight. But if the deal goes through, one thing is certain. The Dodgers aren't just reloading, they're fortifying an empire. And with Logan Gilbert on the mound, the message is unmistakable. Los Angeles intends to rule, not compete. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.